DJ, start 3.
No, it's 2.
DJing in Fort Worth, start 2.
High Tea with Old Waver, live DJ set. It's Friday, February 23rd, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. with special guests Todd Pipes, Tim Locke, Sean Russell, and I swear I've heard from the horse's mouth that Jake Kemp will be there to sign your autographs because he is a Fort Worth native and he loves Off the Record Fort Worth.
Legend.
So please, we'd love to meet you. We'd love to know who the hell listens to this podcast, and we'd love to play all of the obscure 80s, 90s, and whatever records we have in our collection that I know all of us would enjoy. So meet us out, Off the Record, February 23rd, 9 p.m.
Just nailed it.
All right, so in the course
of... It's a little sticky, but I still like it. You know what I mean by that?
Well, because these aren't as cold as the first ones that we drank.
Still, though, you know what I mean. There's a little bit of the ski vacation in there.
Yeah, well, also you might have the strings, the saliva strings in the corner of your mouth.
That I have never had that. That sounds terrible. I don't even know. Oh, God. Why would you bring that up?
I'm sorry. But
saliva
yes.
Strings?
Yeah, well, it's two guys. They met at Wesleyan University, and so it's Andrew Van
Is that
White.
outside of Wichita Falls?
Is
that outside of Waco?
No, it's in Connecticut.
Seems like it's outside of San Antonio. Does that make sense?
Andrew Van Weingarten and Ben Goldwasser are the two main dudes.
Outside of Lubbock?
No, we established it's in Connecticut.
They're from Connecticut.
Yes, they met in college and they're from Connecticut.
Okay.
Panic on the streets of London. Panic on the streets of Birmingham. I wonder to myself, will life ever be sane again? The mid-side shoes that you slipped down. I wonder to myself, hopes may rise and the grass may. But honey pie, you're not safe here, so you run down to the safety of the town. But there's panic on the streets of Carlisle, Dublin, Dundee, Humberside. I wonder to myself.
Hello, dear listener. You have found High Tea with Old Waver, Episode 8, the February 2018 episode of High Tea with Old Waver, featuring me, Old Waver, otherwise known as Dave Lane, and my co-host, Toby Pipes, also known as High Tea. Nicely done, Toby.
Did you like that?
We did a vinyl intro that time.
Yeah, because now it's part of the show. Now we can actually do this because of my sweet Christmas present.
Yeah, if you listened to last month's episode, the January episode, it was an all vinyl episode. We broke in Toby's brand new turntable.
Turntable.
It looks just as beautiful as it did last month.
Turnt.
It is. It's turnt.
Do you think anyone's ever said that before?
I think you just made it up.
Because if I did, it's good.
And this is not an all vinyl episode, although we have vinyl intro and outro music, and I believe one of your selections is a vinyl selection, right?
That is exactly right. Because I didn't want to go through the trouble of finding the CD. What are you doing when you're going? I think we've even talked about this before. You don't go through your CD, you just go through your iTunes.
Yeah, I mean, I have loads of CDs still, but I never look at them or play them or touch them.
Okay. I mean, would you rather are you lazy enough that you would just go, I'm just, even though I know you probably have it pretty well cataloged, do you still go, I'm just going to buy it instead of dropping it into...
Well, I think I have everything I think I went through a phase in the early aughts where I digitized everything I had.
Okay.
So I think everything that would be in that bookcase is in my iTunes. So
Golly.
I don't have to go there if I don't want to, and I never want to.
Was that a pain in the ass?
Yeah, it was a total pain in the ass, especially with as slow as computers used to rip CDs back then. I would just sit there.
It was like almost in real time.
I know. I would sit there in my divorce apartment, my little one-bedroom divorce apartment.
Don't call it that. Why? Don't call it that.
And I would rip like 20 CDs a night and get real drunk.
God, that's so...
Those were good times.
It doesn't... Okay.
I look back on them fondly. That's when my divorce apartment was right across the driveway from Manny's apartment.
Oh my... Yeah, I remember.
You remember that?
God.
Right behind the San Francisco Rose.
Yeah, that was... I was thinking about that place the other day. Do you remember the TV Manny had? That thing that was like
yes.
It was like the first giant computer.
It was the first smart TV.
Yeah.
In 2003.
And he ended up selling it and like buying a car or something. It was crazy. Do you remember that thing? How massive it was?
He didn't have it at that apartment because he lived right behind San Francisco Rose.
A couple of times?
A couple of times.
Okay, so this isn't the same place.
Time.
I'm talking about the place he had like a little tiny backyard on the...
No.
And he had that upstairs loft thing? That's where the TV was.
No,
though,
we both lived in little one-bedroom, damn near efficiencies.
Oh, in the that weird place.
They were like 3 8-plexes in a row.
Yeah.
And I was in the middle one, and he was in the one that was closest to San Francisco Rose.
Yeah, Manny and I got into an argument about ministry one night there, and it went pretty far.
Did you win?
No, I was wrong.
Were you?
I thought Halloween was on Twitch.
No, single only.
But I swear I had a vinyl at some point, but maybe it's...
Yeah, you're stupid. Anyway,
weren't they from Cleveland?
High Tea with Old Waver, if you have not listened to us before, is a song swap and a beer swap. Toby and I both choose 3 songs to play for one another and you, the listener. And we also both bring a beer. And we encourage you to drink while you're listening. It'll make this much more listenable. Because we had a false start. We started, and then we realized that we probably needed to have a beer before we started.
Yeah, especially because of all of the comments from the last episode that were... People tend to like it when we're a bit sauced.
Yeah, we were really, really hammered last time because...
Why was that?
Well, the beer that I brought last time was like an 8-point-something milk stout, and we drank 2 of them real quick.
I felt like we were in a weird way already that day.
Maybe.
I felt like something was off.
But yeah, we got super trashed, and people seemed to think it was enjoyable. I don't know. And just so you know, as you're listening, our promo that we always have at the front of each episode, that's the last thing that we record. So we record the episode, and then we go back and we record the promo that Toby puts at the front of the episode. And so that is the drunkest that we were going to be throughout the course of the podcast.
So the beginning is the worst.
The beginning is the worst.
And then the song starts, and then it's kind of the ramp back up. But the editing that had to go with the little intro thing last time. Jeez, dude.
Was it hard work last time to try and make it presentable?
You know, you hate to listen to yourself when you're in that state, even though it's funny to other people. But God, we were so stupid by the end. I was cutting out 20-minute sections of us just rambling about nothing, just stupid stuff. And that will happen again because you've brought us Golden Monkey, which is, you've ramped it up to 9.5.
Yes. It's a Belgian triple. It's Victory Golden Monkey. I mean, I didn't intend this, but I guess because Victory is from Downingtown, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
that I guess this is a
How are you gonna do this?
celebratory Eagles Super Bowl champions beer. But yes, Golden Monkey. I
You
sought
don't
out.
have any. What do you mean? You don't have any connection to the Eagles.
No, I hate the Eagles.
Okay, I was about to say that's.
No, I
weird.
was rooting for the Patriots.
No, I wasn't rooting for the Patriots. I'll tell you that, and I know
I was
that you're going to
actively
get mad
rooting
about
for the
that.
Patriots.
But I hate the Patriots.
So I didn't intend to pick a Pennsylvania beer, but I did pick the strongest beer I could find at 9.5. So I wanted to make sure that we kicked things off
It's
similar
kinda-
to last month.
They have the Brewmasters.
Oh, they have the credits.
It says Brewmaster approval, and it's this one was approved by Bill Ron.
Good job, Bill, because it's delicious. I don't drink a whole lot of Belgian triples. The Chimay.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a fan of the Chimay back in the day.
Those will get you tanked.
Mm-hmm.
They're bad news. I
Yeah.
mean, they taste delicious. And one coolest thing is the glass. When you get a
Oh, right.
yeah.
The chalice.
Yeah, I like a good chalice. I like to walk around with a chalice.
You know, speaking of the Super Bowl, I watched it at our friend Cash Soroy's pad. Lovely gathering. Cash and his wife Mary did a fantastic job hosting everybody. But I was one of the very few people that was vocally rooting for the Patriots. And
Were both Soroys around?
yes,
Well,
Mike
and they-
was there as well.
And they were going for the Eagles.
I don't know that they really had a rooting interest. They had a betting interest.
Oh,
There were many prop bets that were made and many bets on, I guess, the over/under, etc.
man, they're a wild bunch.
Yeah, it was
what it sounds like.
It was a good group, but there were more Philly fans or indifferent fans than people that cared about New England. And I didn't really care about New England. I just cared against Philly.
You cared against them.
And there was one lady there that was a huge Philly fan, and she was very much in love with my girlfriend, and she very much hated me.
That's gonna happen a lot
But at the end of the
because
night,
she's delightful, and you're.
yeah, I'm a troll, and she's awesome. But at the end of the night, we made peace.
What does that mean?
The little Philly fan and I congratulated her, and she understood. You know, as a Cowboy fan, I never understood.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that, but you
No.
just mean like I see.
As a Cowboy fan, I don't understand how you could possibly root for a division rival.
I get that. I totally get that. Unless it's the Patriots.
Now, I get that the Eagles are a fantastic story and Nick Foles and all of that. In retrospect, sure, it's great. And I also believe that it's a slap in the face of Jerry Jones and the whole Cowboys organization that there's a Super Bowl champion in their division now. So
Yeah, but that's not a reason to.
that's not a reason to root for the Eagles, but it's a fun happenstance, a nice I don't know.
We need to start a keyboard band called Fun Happenstance.
It's just a
Fun Happenstance. Did you hear what I just did?
yeah.
What do you think?
I will be in Fun Happenstance with you.
Happens dance.
Fun Happens Dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just think about it. I'll cut that out so no one will steal that because
right.
it's gold.
Anyway, enough about the Super Bowl. I don't care.
Were we talking about the Super Bowl? Are we gonna play any music this time around?
So
or are we just
Golden
gonna
Monkey. That's what I was just gonna say. Golden Monkey is getting us off to a roaring start. Yes,
Do you like it?
I do like
Do
it.
you? Do you like it?
I do. All right, so in the course
It's a little sticky, but I still like it. You know what I mean by that?
well, because these aren't as cold as the first ones that we drank.
Still, though, you know what I mean. There's
Yeah.
a little bit of the ski
Like
vacation in there.
yeah. Well, also you might have the strings, the saliva strings in the corner of your mouth.
That I have never had that. That sounds terrible. I don't even know. Oh, God. Why would you bring that up?
I'm sorry. But
Saliva strings?
Yeah. Well, I had a coach in junior high, and every time he would talk to everyone and get real fired up, he would get like little white strings in the corner of each of his lips.
Okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I thought you meant something in your throat. That's
No.
gross. Okay, I know what you mean. I used to have a coach that would get the dots, not the string, the saliva.
The little spittle dots on his bottom lip.
Yeah, and he also had a lisp in junior high football. So when he would call us the P word,
Pussies.
when with his lisp, and he was so super like red faced, angry, and would call us that. That what are you supposed to do?
Try not to laugh.
You
so you
can't
don't
take
get
that
licks.
seriously when the.
See, back in our day, the coaches could beat you if they wanted to.
They sure could, and they could call you that name a lot.
Right? That was their favorite word.
Like the whole defense was that, or whatever. And you're like, seems like we're doing pretty well, but he's so angry.
All right. I think it's time for the first tune. Let's go ahead and get this thing cranked up. So, as we swap songs, I always start, and Toby always finishes. Hey now. And for today's first tune, different from last month because last month was all vinyl and last month was all kind of time capsule stuff. I've gone back to kind of my MO throughout the course of the podcast.
That needs to be your thing. You need to play me new music.
Yeah, so I'm playing new stuff. And the album that I am playing a track from is from last month. It came out on the 12th of January. Mm-hmm. And it is an album by BRMC, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. And I know that you and I are both fans. I'm probably a bigger fan than you.
We saw them at I think I've seen them a couple times, but one of the better shows that I've seen was at Granada for it had something to do sponsored by some alcohol. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember. I know I've seen them a couple times at Granada. I've also seen them a couple times at House of Blues, maybe.
They also had a moment, one of the times that we saw them, that they were going through their swampy phase.
Yeah, and they've gone through a couple of different swampy phases, but
you know what I mean, where the singer one of the singers will sit down with an acoustic and a slide thing, and just all of a sudden it'll go away from this Jesus and Mary chain to a swampy, which I don't hate that stuff, but I don't. I want them to just jam.
I like it when they do a little bit of both. When they mostly jam and then they kind of break it down. I don't like it when they do all swampy acoustic, bluesy stuff.
Right.
So they just came out with Wrong Creatures. It's their 8th studio album. So it's, it's been 16 years now, or 17 years since their self-titled debut came out. Mm-hmm. And those first 2 records, BRMC and then Take Them On Your Own, those were essential listening and in the rotation for a long-ass time. For you and I and all our friends, pretty much. Yeah. And mostly because they owed a lot to Jesus and Mary Chain. Mm-hmm.
His dad is the guy from
The Call.
The Call. Not the guy
Fall.
from The Fall.
No, not the guy from The Fall that just died.
Recently passed.
Yes, not Marky Smith, but Michael Bean.
Yes. Both bands good.
Right. But the Call, their big hit was Let the Day Begin, and then Black Rebel Motorcycle Club covered it on their last record, Spectre at the Feast.
Yeah.
So the new album, Wrong Creatures, for me, is their best album since 2007's Baby 81. You remember that one?
I don't know the names of anything ever.
Let's see. Baby 81 had Weapon of Choice and 666 Conducer and Lean on Your Dreams. Remember that one?
I know it when people go, do you know the one that goes... I know them like that.
So the new one is a nice kind of synergy, a combination of everything that they do well. Because it's like they kind of go in their phases and they do one thing or another, but they never do both unless you see them live. But the new album, Wrong Creatures, they do both within the confines of the same album.
Okay, well let's listen to it. Let's hear this jam.
Yeah, so the jam that I'm going to play is probably a departure even for the most hardcore BRMC fan. It incorporates some synths for the first time. It is entitled King of Bones on Htwow.
Man, I like that. That sounds good. That's like, when it was playing, I was mentioning it sounds like someone put a giant carpet over the drums. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, and
Does the whole record sound like that?
Well, like I said, it's kind of a cross-section of everything they do. And that's definitely the most up-tempo and, I don't know, most electronic of all the songs. But it's worth a listen. Like I said, it's their best in 10 years. And so this one is a nice reset into the potential of the band in general. And they embrace everything they do. And they just played last month at Granada in Dallas. I saw them again. And it was a great show.
Was that sold out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to know how bands are doing.
To me, they are one of the most underrated rock bands that's out there doing stuff.
I like that they're doing well, but that they're a little under the radar.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely niche.
I mean, they're almost considered older dudes now.
Oh, absolutely. And they look like older dudes. I
Do
mean,
they?
they're getting up there.
Because I remember I think the last time I saw him was a while back, and I remember thinking, man, that bass player dude looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
when they start the show. He looks really cool.
They still look cool, but, like the guitar player dude,
He looks like
Peter Hayes.
Yeah.
He's, got a little salt and pepper going in his hair.
Sure.
I mean, they're aging, but they're aging gracefully. They still look cool, but they're definitely not young, snot-nosed punks like they used to be.
Right.
Like all of us.
Like you were.
Right. But, I don't know. To me, like I said, they're underrated, they're great, and if you have not ever listened to them, definitely go back and listen to BRMC and take them on your own.
Yeah, that's a whole catalog that's really good. I feel like there's some things I want to ask you, but it took us so long to get to the first song. I kind of want to just play the next song.
Yeah, I think we should get some positive momentum going before we have more sidetrack conversations.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and put BRMC to bed, and let's see what you have.
I'm throwing you a curve, Dave.
Are you?
It's new music.
Really? I didn't even think
I'm sitting back in my chair right now.
I didn't even think
this.
you listened to new music unless I made you.
No, I've already played this for you, I think.
Did you?
But still, it's coming out next week. That's how new it is.
Wow.
I don't know if it's something that I need to let you guess because you wouldn't know it anyway, except that I already played it for you last week. But do you remember when I played you the Geowulf stuff?
Oh, yeah.
This is that single Saltwater.
I really like that stuff.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, this is nice too. It's 2 new tracks, and now we're going to a nicer kind of like a Euro yacht rock kind of thing, which is nice.
Euro yacht rock sounds awesome.
They probably would hate that I'd say, but I don't know a ton about the band. I only know that they're Australian, but I think they might have been a band there, not really, and then they went separate ways and then ended up in the UK together, and then this started happening.
So this record that's coming out, is it their first, their second?
I don't know. I want to say it might be their second one, but
okay,
I think this might be their first one that's a real, and I'll explain how I came across this song afterwards.
Okay, yeah, we'll do some Googling while it plays, and we will...
But I think they even call themselves beach pop. So I don't think European yacht rock is like they'd get too mad about that.
It's not far from beach rock.
Yeah. It feels nice, right?
Yeah, I remember you playing that for me, and I swear I remember it from a beer commercial or something.
Yeah, that's
like Bud Light Lime or something like that.
yeah. Well, that's how you get heard these days. If you're a new band, they didn't have. It's like when you look them up, they don't have tons of followers and all of this stuff, but they are at the very end of a Corona commercial.
Oh, that's what it is. So they are Australian, but their label, I guess, is out of London.
Did you look at? So you're looking it up?
Yeah.
No, they do live there now.
They live in London?
Yeah, I think I checked it out at some point, but
Yeah, so it's a duo of Star Kendrick and Toma Banjanin. So
yeah.
a chick and a dude.
Chick and a dude. I don't know. It's also one of those things when you watch the video, it looks like an iPhone video thing that they're just kind of following them around like in subways and stuff.
Right.
And it's great. That's all you need. Like you don't need a huge production because they look cool and the song's good.
Yeah, so if you're looking for them, it's Geowulf, Geowulf.
Yeah, and the record comes out next week, and I think it's called Big. Oh crap, I can't remember now. It's Big Blue something. You know, everything's all beachy with them.
Yeah.
Are they not saying what the record is?
I don't know. I'm not looking at that.
We'll look up Geowulf new record. I think it's called Big Blue Splash or something. Whatever it is, I think they're pretty good. And if
Great Big Blue, bro.
It's called Great Big Blue?
Right. Wow. You need to sue them because that's too close to Deep Blue something.
No, I think that they're fine. I like it when it's hard to get a break. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I wonder what they made off of that Corona thing.
Well, it doesn't even matter what they made. That's the reason why I heard them. And
right,
a bunch
that's
of
probably the reason why they got their record deal.
Yeah, and so I went and looked them up, and the other songs are great too, so I would have never heard them because it's not like I'm going to hear them on the radio. And now they just got played on probably one of the most popular podcasts in North America.
Yes, you're welcome, Geowulf.
So
you're about to blow up.
You know, thank us at the Grammys.
I'm actually going to play you a local tune.
Oh my God! Is
Can
this
you
our
believe
first local tune?
I think it might be.
Oh no!
Well, we played Calhoun, but that doesn't really count because I was just playing it to make you uncomfortable.
And it did.
No, I am playing a tune from a band called Motorcade.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
I know the name.
So Motorcade has a very extensive Dallas-Fort Worth music pedigree.
Okay, yeah, of course I know Motorcade. Is Dufalo in this?
Yes. So,
yeah.
So John Dufalo.
Listen to this.
Is that the next one?
A little bit.
So John Dufalo of Death Ray Davies and a million other bands, Apples in Stereo, etc., plays bass in this one
I love that.
because he can play anything. And then you also have, I guess, all of the dudes from Baboon. There's James Henderson, Andrew Huffstedler, Jeff Ryan, and then John Dufalo. They just put out their debut on Idol Records, a label that you are familiar with.
See.
And it's very much an 80s throwback. The song that I'm going to play is very New Ordery. Their album cover has a giant megaphone that looks just like music for the masses. I mean, they have sounds that sound like Jesus and Mary Chain on the record. It's an amalgamation of everything that we love. But the thing is that I think they do it in a new and original way, to where it's not like you're listening to it and thinking this is so derivative and this is a ripoff of
Right.
my favorite stuff. And I think they have figured out a way to combine all of these various elements into a new and exciting whole. And I don't know how far they're going to go with this. I don't know if they're really going to get much notoriety outside of the DFW area. I mean, KXT has been playing some of the tunes off the record. I know they've shown up in blogs around the country, but I don't know if they're ever going to really take off. But I hope they do, because they're putting out some really, really good stuff. And of course, we love John Dufalo.
Yeah, good people doing good things. Let's listen to it.
Yeah, so this song is, it's called Deliver. How about that, bro?
It's very cool.
The record is great front to back.
Front to cover.
I really, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. They opened for somebody. I meant to look it up. They opened for somebody at Granada, and I went to the show, and I didn't know who they were, and I got there after they had already played, and then I ran into a friend of mine in the lobby, and he said, "Did you see Motorcade?" And he was a friend of the guys.
Right.
And he was like, I really think you would like it. And I said, well, I'll check it out. And I checked it out, and I'll be damned, it's really, really good.
You know, this accidentally goes really good with the next thing I'm going to play.
Do you want to, before you get into what you're going to play?
We should talk about the beer, but I do have to say, of course I like what we just heard. That is right up that is in our wheelhouse of everything we love.
Yeah, and there's certainly a handful of other tracks that in the late night, not on the record Htwow that I'll play for you.
Yeah, that the kids won't be able to handle.
Yeah, it's X-rated.
The X-rated late night. Wow. It's so intense.
I did just during that track. I opened my beer that you handed me,
What do you think of it?
and I've got it in the fancy Yeti koozie that you gave me, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have to take this out of here too. You probably hate this, but it's my Astros World Series
Oh God.
koozie. And this is even weirder. You know, I'm a sucker for packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound weird what I said?
No, I totally believe it.
But look at it. Look at the packaging.
It has big old TX.
It's got a TX on it. It looks
pale
like
blue.
the Houston Oilers.
Love you, blue.
But it's from Dripping Springs.
Really?
Does that ring any bells with you?
That's south of Austin, right?
Hold on, let me make sure it's from Dripping Springs. It's so dark in here.
It says Hill Country, so I assume. Yes, Dripping Springs, Texas.
And alcohol 5.1. So we're still doing pretty good. It's nice to go to a little bit of a lighter beer here.
It's easy drinking compared to what we were drinking, but this is Twisted Brewing Company.
And you see what they did? It's from the Gulf.
Kolsch.
Yeah, see that? I don't know if you get that.
I get that. Instead of Gulf Coast, it's
Instead
Gulf.
of Gulf Coast, it's Gulf
Kolsch. Kolsch?
I don't know if you get it.
I do.
It's a connection with the Gulf Coast.
Uh-huh.
But
Even though Dripping Springs is nowhere near the Gulf Coast.
it doesn't matter. You know, Dripping Springs is near our friend Taylor Tatch's place.
That's true.
He's a fan of the...
Yeah, he's our most loyal listener.
He has to take a lot of trips from Dripping Springs to Fort Worth or Dallas or wherever he has to play his many shows that he is in 700 bands. And he likes to listen to the Htwow on the way.
Hi Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. Anyway, what do you think of the beer?
I like it. It's, compared to what we were drinking, it's like drinking water.
Yeah, it's
But-
smoother, but you know how I am about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like to
the-
cool it out a little bit, and still 5.1. I mean, yeah.
The Kolsch,
What do you want?
The Kolsch has a little bit of it has a little bit of the wheat aftertaste that like a Hefeweizen has,
Okay.
but less so. And I don't know. It's like I want it to be one or the other. I want it to either be a lager or to be a Hefeweizen. I think a Kolsch is kind of.
I'm tasting hints of pecan with a slightly aftertaste of apple pear.
Are you making that up or are you reading it off the can?
I'm not tasting any of that, but it tastes good, and I like the can.
I do like the can. I like the Love You Blue look.
Sweet cans.
It is a sweet can. And I like the fact that it's beer. Did I tell you that, last time we spent a good amount of the podcast talking about your cleanse?
Oh, yeah.
I have, since the last podcast,
Noticed how good I look?
that, but I've also started to
What did you
try
do?
to make positive changes in my own life.
Have you? Are we beginning to start a new day?
We're trying to start a new Dave. It's been, I guess, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 weeks of minimal carbs.
You're cutting the carbs.
Trying to cut the carbs, bro.
It's hard at the start.
Because I'm a carb addict. I love any carb that you put in my face.
From taking a lot of carbs away, I've realized that carbs make everything taste delicious.
Yes, carbs are delicious, but I'm trying to pick my spots with carbs.
And we're picking it with beer.
And yes, so I've not been drinking very much beer at all. Mm-hmm. But
Been
this
going
is
wine.
delicious.
Have you been going wine?
Whiskey and vodka are on my diet, as it were. Should we talk about the thing that we talked about in the open that we haven't recorded yet?
What's that? About us DJing?
Yes.
Well, hold on. Well, it makes sense. Okay, go ahead, because I'm about to DJ.
Are you?
didn't look. Did you look?
No,
Did
I haven't looked. I haven't looked.
Because I really do think this next song that I'm going to play, I think you have probably a pretty good background of this band.
So I'm gonna flip my shit when you play it?
No, but it also might be, you might not know this band at all. But you might know it on the very first hit, go, well, yeah, dude, that's whatever.
Well, I did see that it's on mute.
It's on mute. Well,
So
this
that's
one
all.
was.
That's a good sign right there.
It's a great sign.
Yes. So maybe you'll bring this to Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening to this, chances are you live in the DFW area. Maybe you don't.
And if you don't, you should fly in. This is definitely an event to fly in for. What is that? Do you hear that noise?
Is that a plane landing on your house?
I mean, there's a runway in the back, but
I think maybe somebody's doing donuts in the cul-de-sac.
It sounds out front. I say we keep it.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, yeah. So even if you have to fly in, we would love to see all of your faces. We would love to know who listens to this dumb podcast. And you get to listen to like 4 hours plus of kick-ass vinyl jams. If you are listening to this prior to February 23rd, which is a Friday, we encourage you to come out to Off the Record Fort Worth. It's the brand new Off the Record. It's on Magnolia, West Magnolia.
What would you make, what would you say makes Off the Record special as a record store? I already know what you should say.
Well, it's a bar and it's a record store.
There you go.
It's a bar first and foremost, but if you get drunk and you want to buy some vinyl, you can do that.
Which I think is their mission.
Yeah. If you want to make some drunk impulse purchases, if you want to buy that vinyl copy of Kiss Alive that you've always wanted to have,
yeah,
you can do that.
Or Kiss Alive 2, which might be the better one.
Yeah, so
we're going to DJ.
You and me, and then we are also going to have special guests. Your brother, Todd.
Todd's going to DJ.
Tim Locke of Calhoun.
Tim Locke.
And also Sean Russell of Cutthroat Finches. And what else?
Just Sean Russell.
Just Sean Russell of Sean Russell.
I think anyone in Fort Worth, if you say Sean Russell,
they cower in fear.
It is intimidating and painful.
Yes, so you and me and Todd and Tim and Sean, we're all going to get together.
Yeah. And when we say guest appearance, we basically mean they're going to kind of go through our records that we've already brought.
Yeah, they're going to spin a couple records
and
while
maybe not show up
pee.
at all. Yeah. It's kind of our break. They're going to play something, and then I'm guessing Todd will be one of the first ones.
Yeah, because he has a bedtime of like 11:30.
Yeah. You have way overshot that. He will be there early. Tim will be second. Sean will last through the whole thing.
He'll stay till 2.
Sean will be there way after we leave.
Yeah. So we're going to start sometime around 9, sometime between 9 and 10. And we're going to go all the way until 2. A long-ass time.
I can't wait to do it. Do you bring more... I can go really 2 different ways on this whole thing. Like, is it like a... What do you play?
You play whatever you feel like.
No, but what do you play?
I don't know. See, I would like for... I don't know if it's possible, but I would like for you to come by my house before we go to Fort Worth and help me pick stuff.
Oh, that's insane. You know I can't do that.
Well, then you're going to have to just rely on me.
Are you bringing all records?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
that's
100%
what I'm doing.
vinyl.
I'm going all vinyl.
100% vinyl. Yeah, so you bring stuff,
Okay.
and I'll bring stuff. Just in the few times that I've done this, I've realized that I need to... There's no sense in bringing more than one tub.
Like a milk...
Well, I don't use like a milk crate. I use just like, like the storage tubs, that you put your Christmas decorations in or whatever. And I've come to find out that anything that doesn't fit in a single tub is overkill. You're never
You
gonna...
mean a giant tub? Like a storage tub?
Yes.
There's no way we're going to play that many records.
I know, but there's no reason to bring more than one tub. Because you'll never get through it.
No.
So I just need to cherry pick and bring whatever I think we'll want to play that night. But yes, it is Friday, February 23rd at Off the Record Fort Worth. I can't wait. I think it's going to be fun because then we're going to after party at Tim's. We're going to have a whole Fort Worth weekend of it.
Good.
All right. So let's give everyone a preview of stuff that might be played.
I can't wait to see if you know what this is.
I'm excited.
Dave is on the clock. I wish we could have a thing where you could ding in the
If
middle.
I could buzz in.
Yeah, like a ding. All right, I'm going to leave your mic on.
Okay.
Right?
No, don't. Let's not pollute the song. But you can.
No, we're going to do this. I'm going to headphone it.
No. When we come back, you can give me credit for when I dinged in.
Okay, so you don't want an actual ding.
I don't want an actual ding. I just want to enjoy this tune in its glory.
No such in the start, but you search anyway. This is the night, here in the day. One thing remains perfectly clear. It's the buzz, buzz, buzz in the drum of your ear. See, 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 sounds of buzz, 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 buzz in the eardrum. See, 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 sounds of buzz, 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 buzz in the eardrum. Now you live in the world of the wave, and you scratch your name on the walls of the cave. Instincts never leave you perfectly clear. There's always a buzz, buzz, buzz in the drum of your ear. See, see, sounds of buzz, 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 buzz in the eardrum. See, 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 sounds of buzz, 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 buzz in the eardrum. Marco Polo has lost his way. The Louisville lip has nothing to say. It seemed to them both perfectly clear. There was always a buzz, buzz, buzz in the drums of their ears. See, see, sounds of buzz, 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 buzz in the eardrum. See, 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 sounds of buzz, 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 buzz in the eardrum. Custer Jack has lost his Mac. The human law won't give it back. It seemed to them both perfectly clear. There's always a buzz, buzz, buzz in the drum of their ears. See, see, sounds of buzz, 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 buzz in the eardrum. See, 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 sounds
You stumped me.
What does it remind you of?
I mean, it reminds me of Ned's Atomic Dustbin.
Really?
Just the dude's voice.
That's cool. They were part of the big punk deal at the late 70s, and then they quit, and then they came back as a post-punk kind of almost not electronic, but you know what I mean.
No,
there was
I know.
Other things involved. I wanted to play a song called "In Vivo" off of this same record. That's called. If you look it up, we always called it Htwow.
It's an acronym.
Yeah, if you want to look that up. But they're one of those bands that just because you listen to a lot of the stuff we all did, a lot of people missed out on Wire.
It's beginning to and back again.
Yeah, Htwow. But the CD release had a song called In Vivo, which I think is even more in Dave land.
Yeah, well, I do have some Wire. I do have
Bell is a Cup.
Yeah, Bell is a Cup is before this one, so I have that one.
A Bell is a Cup.
Until it is rock.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, I have that one, and I do have some of their 70s stuff. I randomly have 154, The Ideal Copy, and A Bell is a Cup, which are all like the 3 in a row before Htwow.
Yeah, and Htwow, most of the songs on this record, if I'm remembering right, are live recordings that they did at different venues that they went back and remixed and made them into songs.
Really? And so the one after this is the one that I remember when I was a kid, which was Manscaped.
Yeah, and
Remember
but
Life
somebody
in the Manscaped? And they're still active. I mean, they put out a record last year.
Yeah. In the video, they had famous people in different bands in it that kept digging in their ear. Like there would be Vince Clarke or Andy Fletcher or Bernard Sumner or or Bjork were all in this video, and all they did in the video was kind of mess with their ear, like, I can't get this out of something's in my ear. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I mean, I vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember that video.
Because I remember thinking at the time when you would watch 120 minutes, like, how did this Wire band get all of these people in their video? And it's the cheapest video of all time. Because
Yeah, they're one of those bands that are very difficult to crack, to find an entry point.
Right.
And
Because a lot of people like the beginning stuff. A lot of people like the middle stuff. I don't know anything about the end stuff.
Right. But yeah, it's very extremely esoteric. But the people that swear by it. Like, their first 2 records, which we didn't mention, Pink Flag.
Yeah, Pink Flag, I think is...
And then Chairs Missing was the one after that.
Anyway, Wire was a huge influence on a lot of
Well,
people.
you've inspired me to go home and listen to the Wire records that I have.
Bell is a Cup is it.
Yeah, that's the one that I know I've listened to all the way through. But the other ones, I don't know where I got them or how long I've had them, but I probably have not listened to them front to cover, and I really need to.
Did you like that?
I did like it. It was hurting my brain trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah, that's the bad part about that game. But you're next, you're up.
I am up. Did we need to talk about anything before? Did we ever? Yeah, we did talk about your beer. Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
Yeah, no, we talked about the beer. I want to eventually talk to you. I have a few questions about your cat and the Olympics.
Okay.
Not your cat.
In the Olympics, but 2 separate subjects.
Not how your cat is involved with the Olympics. But,
Right. Which is the shorter topic? Let's knock one of them out here.
Okay, the shorter one is definitely this, because how's the cat doing? Because we talked about it last episode, how you got the cat.
Well, I think you cut it out.
Did I?
Yeah.
All right, Dave got a new cat. How's it going?
It's going.
Like, has anything been torn up? I know a lot about cats.
Yes. Well, okay, so my daughter just turned 8, and it has been her dream for years to have a cat, and finally bit the bullet, found a cat or a kitten through a rescue, and brought it home
That's nice, Dave.
in time for her birthday, and named it Fiona Apple.
Oh. I'm guessing you named it because Clara doesn't know who Fiona is.
No, she doesn't know. But we were going through a bunch of names, and Clara liked Fiona,
Okay.
and then we elaborated it to Fiona Apple. But it's a sweet cat. It's kind of a Russian blue. You know, it's like gray and has kind of the dark paws, and it's a really sweet kitten. It's crazy like a kitten.
Yeah, that's what makes them fun.
I know. Most of its energy is channeled in the right directions. We've gotten it lots of toys and activity.
But you have two other little dogs that are they have some energy too.
Yeah, well, we do have 2 dogs. One of them is almost a senior citizen. She's, I guess, 8.
Okay.
And then the other one is almost 2. And yeah, the kitten and the 2-year-old puppy have become best friends. The cat will tease the dog and goad it into chasing it. And,
Right.
And yeah, they will have chase that lasts for 2 hours, from like 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night until they're both tired.
That's nice.
It's great.
How's the furniture doing?
So far so good. The only thing that has really been trashed, I have, at my house I have like the sliding doors going to the backyard, and there's sheer curtains.
And that rolls that you walk through to get off to the patio. That parked rolls convertible.
Right. Yes. Well, before you go outside
It's in a weird spot.
and you walk around the Rolls Royce to the fountains,
Yeah.
there's the glass doors, and there's like 4 panels of sheer curtains.
Sheer.
So just enough to diffuse the light. And so it's not just, plain glass doors, so anyone walking through the alley can look into your house. And so
The disco light that's going on in here is so good on the...
I know. And so the cat has taken to scaling those and trying to climb all the way to the top.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, they were already kind of trashed to begin with, so I really have very little complaints. The only complaints are that I think she has some kind of intestinal parasite and she diarrheas on the rug every once in a while, but,
Okay. I knew we were going to get to... Okay. Do you hear this?
You putting wire back in the sleeve?
I think I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah.
I'll leave it till after. I didn't know it was going to make such a noise.
I would appreciate it if you paid attention when you asked me a question. I'm answering your question.
I knew that we were going to get to bathroom talk with the kitten. And
I did try...
Threw me off.
I did try to potty train the cat
What does that mean?
to try and get it to shit on the toilet.
It's too early. It's still
I know.
a kitten.
Yes, it's too early. I had gotten like the thing. It's called a city kitty.
Oh, you went through this. You were really giving this a shot.
I was starting it, and it had gotten the hang of it, except for the fact that it has this intestinal parasite or something that it doesn't. It makes it hard for the kitty to eliminate number 2, and it doesn't want to do that on the the toilet seat. And so it was just doing it at random places in the house. So we had to retire the city kitty until these problems are taken care of, and we brought the litter box back out. So
Is this a food problem?
it's partly a food problem because I have no idea what the kitty was eating when it was at the rescue.
Okay.
So yes, we definitely changed its food, but it's more than that because we took it to the vet and we got like probiotics and we got like the prescription food,
Yeah.
and still wasn't helping. So now the kitty is on antibiotics. So we'll see if that can produce a solid stool.
If there's any reason to stay tuned
I know, yeah. Tune in next month to see if my
For
cat
the-
has a solid
for the
bowel
March
movement.
episode, I think that you covered it with Fiona Apple stool.
Yes. But otherwise, Fiona Apple's doing great.
She seems great in all the pictures. You
Yes.
guys are having such a good time.
Yeah, my daughter's extremely happy. My girlfriend loves her. I love her. And she is the purringest kitty you've ever met in your life. I mean, she'll sit in your lap and you pet her one time and she starts to purr.
Isn't that great?
It's awesome.
They're so good. And I love the hate look when they're like done with you.
Right. I'm still adjusting because I haven't been around cats that much in a long time. Mm-hmm. And so I'm still adjusting to the fact that the cat only wants to interact with you on its own terms. And so when the cat is, walking around the house and I'm walking past it and I lean over to pick it up, it darts under the couch.
Yeah.
It wants nothing to do with me. But then I lay on the couch and it jumps right on my lap.
Yeah, because you're in the right spot.
Right. So I'm having to come to grips with my own insecurities as it relates to cats.
Mm-hmm. That's what's great about cats.
It's teaching me life lessons.
Sometimes you should feel okay with being hated.
I know. Believe me, I know. All right, it's time for my final tune. And we generally reserve our guilty pleasures or, I don't know, something that's a little bit out of left field for our final track of the podcast. And this is a late entry. I wasn't planning on bringing this because this album just came out, I guess, last week. Let's see.
Oh, it's new.
It's brand new. It came out February 9th. And I heard nothing about this before it came out. I had zero expectations because I hadn't paid attention to this band in God knows how long. But I like this record so much that it was really difficult for me to pick a song to play.
Wait, it just came out and you already like it enough to where...
Yeah, it just came out, and I swear I've probably listened to it 20 times already. Mm-hmm. And there are easily a half a dozen songs that I could have played, but I ended up choosing this song because it's the one that Marissa, my girlfriend, liked the best. And I felt like she was probably a good gauge of what the average human might like.
Sure.
Because,
total sense.
sometimes I like things that are
That
a
fail
little more
instantly?
obtuse and, yes, fail instantly. And so let's play this and then we can talk about it afterwards. This is the brand new. Is this a world debut? I don't know. It might be. It's the brand new MGMT, and this song is called Tslamp.
You know, what I would say about that one is I would put that on the same mix with the Geowulf Yacht Rock.
Yeah.
The modern day, when you say yacht rock, it makes you think. But you know what I mean, a modern day beach vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a tropical vibe. You know, the flamenco guitar kind of adds to that. But it was really tough to try and pick a tune off this record, like I said. So 06 is when Oracular Spectacular came out, and that's the one with Kids and Electric Feel,
Right.
and all of that. I mean, huge record, enormous record. And then after that, they came out with Congratulations in 2010, and then their self-titled record in 2012.
Uh-huh.
And both of those were very kind of psychedelic, navel-gazing, really kind of disenfranchising to all of the kids that loved them from all of the radio hits.
Yeah, but not
whether that was
not
intentional
bad
or
stuff. It's still good stuff, but not the super catchy.
not. Yeah, they decided that they didn't want to write pop songs anymore, and they wrote cool stuff, but it was different stuff. Mm-hmm. And they whittled away at their fan base to the point where no one cared about them anymore. And then this record just dropped, like I said, a week ago, called Little Dark Age. It's their fourth record, and it's really incredible because it's not over the top pop like their first record, but there are, I guess, pop sensibilities. But it's also weird and off-kilter enough that I think it still pleases their artistic sensibilities. And you would think that they would, they blow up on their first one, they try to alienate they try to alienate all the day trippers on their second one, and then they have a rebound on their third one. But they waited until their fourth one to do this record. And
are they even on the same label they started with?
They're still on Columbia.
Yeah, because a lot of people would have let that go at this point.
Yeah,
and so they just kind of were like, let him, because he's a weird dude, right?
Yeah, well, it's two dudes.
Well, I thought it was that main guy.
Yeah, well, it's two guys. They met at Wesleyan University, and so it's Andrew Van
Is that
White.
outside of Wichita Falls? Is that
It
outside of Waco?
No, it's in Connecticut.
Seems like it's outside of San Antonio. Does that make sense?
Andrew Van Weingarten and Ben Goldwasser are the two main dudes.
Outside of Lubbock?
No, we established it's in Connecticut.
They're from Connecticut.
Yes, they met in college, and they're from Connecticut.
Okay.
But yeah, they decided for this fourth record, which is entitled Little Dark Age, to go pop. But it's pop in a very weird, it's accessible, but it's not. You remember when we played the Beck stuff?
Yeah.
And a lot of people complained that the Beck stuff was too formulaic and too easy. But I think that this works in that it's pop, but it's also challenging. It also...
No, it's still cool, but they needed to do this. They needed to come up with something that... something people want to hear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that the other stuff wasn't great. Of course it was cool, but they needed to eventually... You know how it is when you're at shows and you
need a hit.
When they play the stuff, you're like, oh, this is so great. It's for a reason.
Right.
That you like certain things.
And if you didn't catch it, Tslamp is an acronym for time spent looking at my phone.
I don't know why anyone else would have not caught
But that Dude, that's a great song. The title track, Little Dark Age, is a great song. When You Die is a great song. Me and Michael is a great song that sounds like an M83 outtake.
Mm-hmm. They seem like they could be friends.
I will definitely be playing you some MGMT in the late night Htwow off the air podcast.
Oh, man.
It's
wait till we start posting those.
I know.
But we have to do. We can only post those like on the dark web. Right. Because
there's so much illegal
too
activity.
Intense.
But I don't want to go overboard. But it's my favorite record in a long time.
Well, it just came out.
I know.
That's good. I'm glad you like. I'm happy when you like things, Dave.
I know
it brings a bit of sunshine into your life.
It does. Even though it's called Little Dark Age, it does bring sunshine into my life.
Yeah, like your kitten.
Yes, like my kitten, the diarrhea is everywhere. Little Dark Age brings sunshine into my life.
Your girlfriend you don't deserve.
Yes, all of that.
I can keep going. Would you like me to keep going?
No, we all know that I don't deserve anything that I have.
I know, it's insane.
But yes, it's my favorite record in quite some time, and it came out of nowhere. I really had no anticipation of this record. I really had no preconceived notions when I first listened to it, and it's just floored me. And so, if you liked that first MGMT record, or if you like the kind of stuff that we like and you've never given them the time of day, I think that this is a really it's a worthy record to spend time with. That's what I'll say.
Well, I was looking forward to it. I'm glad you brought it. I was hoping you would / knew you would.
And that's why you and I have a podcast together, because we know each other so well.
I know. I knew you were going to do that. I know that you have no idea what I'm going to play next.
No.
You know that it's Mardi Gras tonight.
Yes, we are recording this on Fat Tuesday. Do you have a king cake that I can eat?
We did.
There's not any left?
Pace ate it all.
Wow.
King cake is gone. Baby Jesus has been found.
Is it Jesus? I didn't know it was Jesus in the king cake. I just thought it was a baby.
No, it's baby Jesus.
I guess because it's the start of Lent, which leads up to Easter. But why is it baby Jesus when Easter is about the crucified grown-up Jesus?
It grows into Easter.
In the
Jesus.
course of a month?
Yeah.
The baby from the king cake grows into grown-up crucified Jesus.
Yes. Don't you know anything about religion?
I don't believe you.
If you get baby Jesus, means you bring the king cake next year to the party.
Is that what that means? I thought it meant you got good luck or something.
It's good luck too, but it also means you have to bring the cake next year.
So Pacey has to bring the cake next year?
No, if that was the case, you'd have to bring it every year. I think you have to at least be a teenager before you really start enforcing that.
So is it weird to show up?
Are you Catholic?
I used to be.
What does that mean? You're Catholic.
I mean, I guess.
Do you do an Ash Wednesday thing?
No. Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I got the ash thumbprint on my forehead.
All right, we're going tomorrow.
I can't even tell you. But would it be a good idea if you had... Does anyone have a blind date on Valentine's Day? And if you did, would it be a good idea to show up with ashes on your forehead?
Well, yeah.
What are you going to give up for Lent?
What am I giving up for Lent?
Yeah.
Food. I'm giving up everything.
You're just going to do IV bags?
Man, things have been going well, but I have to...
Trying to stay rock skinny?
I have to pump it up a notch.
It's not enough?
It's not
what you're
enough.
doing?
No, it's gone well. But I need to... I feel like I need to step it up a notch now to make more... There needs to be more pain involved. Is that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sacrifice is required.
I ran
Anytime
in the
you want
rain
to accomplish
today,
something
Dave.
real.
You saw what was my face look like when you got here.
Yes.
It was from
You
the sleet
sacrificed
and
today.
the rain. Because of the festive...
I'm giving up anal porn, by the way, for Lent.
Okay.
Any anal...
I don't feel like that's a... I don't feel
I'm
like
not- I'm
that's
not
a
giving up-
huge sacrifice.
I'm not giving up all porn. I'm just giving up porn that has anal in it.
Okay. It doesn't... Once again, it doesn't seem like it's a huge...
That's not a good enough sacrifice
No.
in the eyes of the Lord.
No, we need to give up something else. Like, you can't give up carbs. Obviously, they're in everything. So if you're going to give up anything for Lent, and it would mean something that you would wait that many... what would it be?
That it would be painful for me.
It'd be painful, but, you got to give it up. It's like, pizza. Just something.
Right.
Like, and then when you're saying this, whatever you say, you need to do it.
Well, I don't want to say it because I don't want to do it.
Well, just pick it.
It would have to be like sodas.
That's not bad, but it's good.
Carbonated beverages.
Okay. Well, you can't say carbonated beverage. You gotta have at least a Perrier or something.
Or well, yeah, but what I'm saying is like Coke Zero or Diet Dr. Pepper
Yeah,
or something like
any
that.
soda-based beverage.
Yeah.
You're giving that up for Lent.
No, I'm not.
No, but that's what you said.
Hypothetically.
Why wouldn't you do that? You could easily do that.
Because I already gave up carbs.
We decided we're not giving up carbs.
Unrelated to Lent, I've given up carbs, so I'm not giving up diet sodas as well. I need some joy in this life.
No, I mean something you have to really quit cold turkey. You can't really quit all carbs.
I already told you anal porn.
But that's not enough. I'm going with soda. That's what you need to do.
You can't make me.
It's good to be realistic about what you're giving up.
Maybe I would feel differently if I got the baby Jesus in your king cake, but that's not a possibility.
Yeah, Pace ate it all. There's nothing you can do about that.
No. All right. Let's play a tune.
Well, I think I'm cutting out almost all of what we just said.
No,
and
you need to keep a lot of it.
We're getting to why I even brought this up.
Lent
It is
or anal porn.
It is Mardi Gras.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
And I know that you've seen this band with me, and they're the best. If you're gonna go to New Orleans, you have to do one thing. What do you think I'm gonna say?
You need to have a hand grenade.
No, you and I never bought a hand grenade in New Orleans.
You need to see, what is it? The
Preservation.
The Preservation Society
No.
band.
I
What?
need to see Preservation Hall Jazz Band.
That's right.
Play one time. Tell me it's not one of the greatest things you've ever seen.
It's amazing.
No microphones.
No.
In a room. Old New Orleans guys playing
Right.
real stuff. I'm gonna.
And people flipping their shit.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Goes just like this.
Now I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun, way beyond the blue. So I said, do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Way beyond the blue. Now the gospel train is coming, you better get your business right. I said the gospel train is coming, you better get your business right. The gospel train is coming, you'd better get your business right. That train might come for you tonight. So I said, do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Way beyond the blue.
party.
It really does.
I don't know why that music just makes you wanna. That just makes you wanna go crazy. I love it. It's my favorite kind of stuff to get things cooked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're like, man, I don't know if I'm really feeling it. I don't know something. If somebody starts kicking that up, I'm like, okay, I could do stuff right now.
Yeah, you know, the thing about that is that I guess more than any other genre of music,
Yeah.
the players are having such a great time playing that it comes through in their music and it makes you smile.
Yeah, and they're up there with no microphones, and when the guys start singing that they all kind of govern themselves, you know what I mean? Like they dip the volume of what they're doing because they're like, oh, so-and-so's gonna sing right now, so they kind of like, okay, they handled their own. What did you just, was that a cowbell?
No, it was the koozie on my watch.
That's dynamite. We're gonna sample that.
Should have done that the whole time.
Hit that one more time. Just a good one, a good clean. It's good.
That chipped my watch.
Anyway, don't you love that?
Yeah, that was great. It was unexpected and great. And I'm looking up at the print.
Thanks
All right.
for bringing your Everton scarf, by the way.
I
for the
forgot. I
scarf
told
wall.
you I forgot.
By the
I
way,
forgot.
anyone that wants to donate
A footy scarf?
a footy scarf to the scarf wall, please. I want the whole wall to be scarves.
That'd be great.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. Well, if you want to tell us how drunk we are, or how much you enjoy the podcast, or
How many scarves you want to send us?
how many scarves you want to send us, you can, probably the easiest way is on Twitter. I am at Old Waver. He's at Toby Pipes. I mean, I guess you could probably figure out other ways to get a hold of us, but that's the easiest way.
Sure.
If you don't have Twitter, then come out to Off the Record in Fort Worth and give it to us in person. Did you want to talk Olympics while we were still podding? I love the Olympics.
I watch. It
I
is my
probably-
thing that I keep it on all day. I watch everything.
The Winter Games are much more focused. There are fewer events. And I don't know, man. I guess because we live in a warm weather climate in Texas that everything seems foreign.
Do you how are you a good skier? You're not a snowboarder.
No, I would kill myself if I ever attempted to snowboard
Okay.
because I can't even skateboard.
Sure you can.
No.
I would love to have the chance to waste a week learning how to snowboard. I think I would be able to figure it out, but I can't spend that time. I already know how to ski okay, so I can't spend 3 days learning how to snowboard.
Yeah, I mean, if you lived in New Mexico or Colorado or Utah and you went skiing every weekend in the wintertime,
Ski on the weekend.
then why not try to learn to snowboard because you're already at the mountain anyway. But
Right.
yeah, if you're going skiing once every 10 years, then you don't want to waste your time breaking your wrist or I would never be
I don't
able
have
to do
the
it.
time.
I'm a very-
and I like skiing.
I
Even
love
though the
skiing.
hassle of it, I hate the skis, I hate the poles, I hate the boots, I hate everything about skiing. But I like it when I'm actually skiing.
You know what? I love everything about it.
You like carrying that crap
Sure.
around? It sucks.
Sure. I have not been skiing in at least 10 years, but I would go tomorrow.
Should we do the next podcast from the slopes?
Sure. If
Should we do it from the Olympics?
If you want to yes, if you want to sponsor Htwow from Pyeongchang. But yes, I love skiing and I would go in a heartbeat. My knees are so bad that I probably could not last all day.
What happened to your knees?
I'm just fat and my my knees are shot. You know, I honestly thought
I really thought you were going to say something else.
I honestly thought there was something wrong with my right knee. And there might be. I didn't get an MRI, but I got x-rays.
Okay.
And There was no structural damage.
Oh, well, then you're fine.
It's just, well, it might. Did you just hear that? That was my knee cracking.
Holy crap.
Yes.
I really heard that. Is that for real?
Yes. I just extended it and it cracked. So,
Why?
because I have no cartilage in my knees. Because I've compressed my cartilage down to where it's like wafer thin.
That sucks.
Yes.
Can you do something about that?
Well, I got a cortisone shot in my knee
When?
just like a couple days ago.
Oh, because it hurts all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It hurts so
sucks.
bad. And so, yes, I got a cortisone shot in my knee. The first time I've ever gotten that done. Have you ever done that?
No. Well, your Lent diet is really going to help that out.
Yeah. If I lose some weight, maybe I won't put so much stress on my knees. If you have a timeshare in Aspen, or you know, I don't know,
Or a jet.
or a jet,
Or you're bored and have a lot of money and you just want us to hang around.
or if you're driving to Colorado to mule a bunch of weed back from Texas, just we'll come with you.
Or back to Texas. Wait, what were we saying?
We'll go with you both ways.
Both ways, we'll be in the plan.
I mean, yeah, we won't mule the weed,
No, we have nothing to do with that, but we'll be a
but
part
then
of
we'll
it.
take some when you.
Oh, but we're not a
when you
part
land.
of it. We're not a part of it, but we'll take part in it.
Yes, when we're there and it's legal, and then
And then when we get back,
and then when we
it's
get
already
back
done.
and we've evaded authorities.
Do we normally ramp it up? How we finish this?
No, we just do it. We just, whenever we're done talking, we just crank up the tune. I think we've accomplished what we came here to do.
Did we?
Oh, perfect.
Because the music that they constantly play, it says nothing to me about my life. And the blessed DJ.
Thank you so much, dear listener, for listening to Htwow February 2018. We'll see you next time.
Provincial towns you jump round.
Happy Fat Tuesday. Come see us at Off the Record Fort Worth.
Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Hang the DJ,
Hang the DJ, hang the DJ.
Playing it off. Oh wait, let's listen.